All right, man, we back in the studio. Big Reid kicking it with you. It's 99.7 now. I got some special guests with me. Do me a favor, introduce yourselves to the Bay. Well, introduce yourselves to the Bay. You know what's up.
What's happening? What's happening? This your boy Adrian Marcel, your favorite R&BAY singer. You know what I'm saying? And I'm with a special friend of mine.
Yee! It's your boy Sonny B. You feel me? Out here, Bay Area native.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We out here, CRSB in the building with the king of R&BAY right here. Ooh. And the man, Big Reid.
Come on, the man.
Look, hey, I appreciate y'all pulling up on me. We had like a little powwow in the other studio a few minutes ago, just talking about the culture, talking about the Bay, and talking about the movement that you're pushing forward with. Something that's not new, that's been around, but it has a name now.
Yeah, it does.
Let's jump into this R&BAY movement, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, well, you know, like we talked about before, you know, if you're from the Bay Area, you know, especially at that time back then, like when the hyphy movement was strong, you know, we came up in that time. We came up around, you know, the Mac Dre's and the 40s and the shorts and the Keek the Sneaks and all of that, you know, and when it was heavy, you know, like we talked about, big glasses, big tall tees, jabots, you know what I'm saying, airbrushed, you know what I'm saying, grills going crazy, you know what I'm saying, and that the size shows, the whole get down, you know what I mean? And we feel like at that time, you know, a lot of it got skipped over. You know, we talk about social media not being what it was today back then. I don't think it existed at that time like that. But what we're doing now is, you know, we're bringing it back on a more elevated, you know, slate. Yeah. You know, we're doing hyphy R&B. You know what I mean? Like, and we're bringing it to you so player. You know what I mean? I think that's the biggest piece of it. You know, before when the hyphy move was going crazy, it was like, you know, we weren't thinking about how ignorant it was looking. You know what I'm saying? Like we just going dumb. It literally was, we're going dumb. Yeah. But now, you feel me, it's us being very cognizant of what it is and how it looks. You know what I'm saying? We're the only place in the world, like Sonny B says, it's the only place in the world where, you know, at that time we were blending E40 Tell Me When to Go with Mario Let Me Love You, and we're doing the same go dumb dance to both of them. You know what I'm saying? So it was something that we sat down and that we, you know, we got in the studio, me, Sonny, Chris, the team, the Brodies, you know, we got in the studio, and again we locked in on the sound. 2 years, I think it was 2 years, right? Yeah, 2 years of us just like not releasing nothing, not putting nothing out, not worrying about who's out, what they doing, what's hot, you know what I mean? Like literally just focusing on this new genre. And we knew that it had to be bigger than just us. It had to be bigger than, oh, Sonny B teamed up with Adrian Marcel or, you know, CRSB or whatever it is. It had to be about the Bay.
Exactly.
Facts.
And that's where the R&BAY.
For the people.
Yeah, and that's why we put a name to it, because we could have just called it, oh man, this is hyphy R&B. Well, that's the description of it.
Yeah.
But the title of it, like how you categorize this is R&BAY. Yeah. You know what I mean? And like we talked about, we've had different sprinkles of it. You know, shout out to you know, the Kev Allen, you know what I'm saying, and the back then Irk the Jerk. You know what I'm saying? With the, you know, I Just Wanna Right Here, you know, or ROD with, you know what I'm saying? I can't stand you. Exactly. You know what I mean? I mean, we've had these little sprinkles of it. Jay Valentine with Go Dumb and all of that. But I feel like no one was actually honing in on what that was.
They know what they had.
They know what they had.
They knew they had a hit.
Yeah.
But as far as like actually cultivating the sound and getting behind a full genre, like we have this conversation every day. Yeah. You know, talking about like how can we insert music that makes people feel good again, you know, and have fun again, you know, without like, you know, ruining the history of it, you know. And it's like us having those conversations, it comes out in the lyrics, comes out in the concepts. You know, we're known for trend setting as far as out here in the Bay Area. Absolutely. You know, from words like hella to lit to all these things, and the rest of the world takes it, you know.
I mean, that's why they're saying food slaps.
Yeah, which is unacceptable, by the way. You know, PSA. Yes. Everybody panic when someone says that, please.
Like, it just freaks out. Like,
everybody panic.
What did you just say?
I got friends who do it on purpose because they know it's
going to piss you off.
It's unacceptable, man.
But you were mentioning some artists a few seconds ago, bro. Don't forget some of your early records. that fall into the same category. You know what I mean?
Oh no, for sure. I mean, like you said, you got the J Valentines, you have the Irk the Jerks, you have the RLDs, you have the what's what we saying?
Man, you know, Fab, you know, 40 Short, you know, it's all a culmination of Mac Dre.
Yeah.
All of those, if you blended all of those together and got all those artists in one room to be able to create some music, how do you think it would come out?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's really our concept to this entire genre is, man, if these guys back then, we're known for being crabs in a bucket as far as like the Bay Area. I've heard that outside of the Bay Area. You know, I never agreed with it because when you're in a room with somebody, you know, that level of organic realness that you have, everybody kind of catches on to that. But when you're in the studio and you're creating something that's new and fresh and sounding, but also nostalgic, that's where we come in. You know, it was bringing that concept to the forefront and making it known now, rather than just like, oh, this is a dope sound. Where's this from? It's like now you're coming here and you know, because we're telling you what it is.
Where it's from,
for sure.
It's in the title. It's in the feeling. It's in the lyrics. It's everywhere. You know what I mean? We surrounded. We engulfed ourselves in our music in it.
Yeah, man.
So
and
it's like,
you know, he talked to 40 about the concept and everything, and he caught onto it before he even told him.
It's funny. He wasn't going to mess with the record because of the name.
Yeah.
You know, because first of all, shout out to DJ Kleptic.
Yes.
Because he pulled up on me, man. I was at the time I was building my house, and all I had was a frame up. You know, it was a frame and foundation. He came through, he pulled up on me, man. He was just like, bruh, because we just did the new parish. Yeah. We did the new parish. So he pulled up on me to pick up his money. but he pulled up on me, and he was just like, bruh, you know what I've never heard? I've never heard hyphy R&B. I've never heard, like, what if y'all did, like, something over Keek the Sneak or whatever. He was just naming, just naming hits. So we didn't talk too much about it, but it stuck on me, you know? So we're in LA, we're shooting the I Got You video. Right after we're done, we go over to the studio, and
he tells me in the room first.
I told him in the room before we get there. Yeah, you're right. And I was like,
we erupted
the whole thing, and I told him, I was like, and I had an idea just about like, yo, we got to take something that is completely Bay Area. Like, how do we take something completely Bay Area? So our subject that we were working with was just bipping. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But we was like, bro, but what if we're not bipping cars? What if we're bipping chicks? You know, bipping your girl. Like, that's crazy. That sounds like some Bay stuff. You know, something from the Bay. So go straight to the studio after the shoot, and I mean, this man just gets to work. Like he just doom doo doo doom 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 doo doo doom doom. He just starts going, and then we're like, wait a minute, we need that ba 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 ba, and then after that, it just kind of built up. And as we were writing it, because we had these elements in there, it was like, bro, we gotta put the Mac Dre in there. We gotta have that STUPID. And as we're writing it, the words were just flowing out.
Big shout out to Ren too.
Big shout out to Ren, because you know, Shireen Ren, like our girl, homegirl Ren from LA, like she had to go out and go listen to Mac Dre.
She had no idea.
She had no idea who these artists were.
She went and YouTubed it out in the hallway.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah. She went and YouTubed it, and then came back in and was like, all right,
I'm ready.
I'm ready. You know what I mean? So, because at first we were writing these things, and she was just like, you know, as a songwriter, you know, the way we wrote this song, technically, it's not, you know, the usual format you want to write. You know what I mean? It's like you want to pick better words, you want to pick better phrasings and stuff like that. But we're like, no,
we have to dumb it down dumb it up
at the same time. You know what I mean? So it was a process, bro. Yeah. It's a process putting it together, so much that he almost passed out, bro. Like, literally, he pushed Shireen out the way and laid down and almost passed out. We were there for about 8 hours.
Yeah, but we was up for like 27.
27 straight.
Yeah, it was up for like 27 hours.
But I mean, at the end of it, when we left that night, we started driving back to the Bay. And mind you, the song is 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Yeah. Now, with 40 on it, imagine 40 not being on it, and it just being one verse, one chorus. And we listened to that joint back to back.
All the way home.
From LA to the Bay, 365 miles. We listened to just that, and we rapped 40's part the entire time.
Our
we
own
made
way.
Up what we thought 40 was. A whole bunch of a whole bunch of that, you know.
Exactly.
And then, you know, like I said, when 40 heard it, he didn't mess with the concept at first. He was just like, Bip City. Like, I don't want to be attached to nothing about bipping, you know. But shout out to LaRue, you know.
Big shout out to the big bro.
Like, they were in the room with him and was like, no, listen to it.
Yeah.
And once he listened to it, man, I'm sitting on the couch with my daughter and got a FaceTime from him like, hey, buddy, I'm about to do this right now. Like, this is player. You know what I mean? Like, he felt it. Yeah. And for somebody like 40 who's a creator of ism, you know what I'm saying, of lingo, you know what I mean, of just like that verbiage, you feel me? For him to jump on it and to take that and to be like, wow, I never thought of that like that. To us, it was a super accomplishment already because it's like, this is 40.
Yeah, for sure.
This is who taught us to call money cabbage and broccoli.
Exactly.
And guap. You know what I'm saying? The Elroys was the police. Like, I mean, you got all this different slang, and it's like we're being that innovative, and I think that was the beginning of us realizing what we were doing.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah.
So, I mean, us coming from different worlds too. It was really cool. Like, us being from the same soil. You know, me and Cuz over here, we used to bring the Bay Area, you know, CRSB to Hawaii, and it was just giving them a taste of where we come from. Because when we went out there, they were talking about like, what part of the island y'all from? We were like, we from the islands of the Bay Area, bruh. You feel me? And that was a shock to them because we were three #1 singles in. They thought that they were supporting something local. And we came out there, you know, putting 808s on ukuleles because we wanted to slap in the vehicle. You know what I mean? And linking up with him, knowing that like he's this crazy, you know, singer and innovator himself, being able to put those two genres together, knowing that we're from the same soil, got the same kind of morals and ethics and the way that we were raised, been exposed to a lot of the same different things, it made a very unique sound. From like the cadences to the melodies, you know, to the beats. You know, we're already trained to create something that was organically singular, you know. So to take that a step further because we linked up together, it was just like it was natural, you know. And that's why I feel like it's gotten so much success, is because, you know, we let people hear these records and they feel it. It's like, oh, y'all not. It sounds like y'all. It sounds like y'all try, but it sounds effortless. Yeah, for sure. You know, and it's like, well, this is really us. You know, we really in here penning these records, just us in the room. We're not purchasing beats. We're not purchasing, you know, having writers come in from all over the place. We're like really looking at our group and being like, bro, we could do this.
We can do it all.
You know, we could do this. we could do it all. We all know.
For sure.
Even from directing the video.
To,
you know what I'm saying? The concept,
shout out to Momo.
Everything. Shout out to Momo. Like, shout out to the Brodies.
Yeah.
You know, Carl, Hella Frames. Like, because it's a conglomerate of talented individuals that came together, man, to really start to birth this movement.
Man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then for people like yourselves. You know what I mean?
Man,
where it's
Reid,
like,
for real,
to really pick up and be on some like, man, like when I heard y'all drop it, it wasn't just like, you know what I'm saying? I've had songs on radio before, you know, and somebody play it and then cut it off and go to the next song, you know, but to stop, be like, yo, if you know, you know.
Come on, man.
You feel me? Like, that's not no one making you do that. You know what I'm saying? That's just, again, we wanted to make sure that we hit the Bay first. Yeah. Like that it was here first as a movement, because everybody always says you got to leave. Like, I've heard that my entire career. Like,
me too.
And even the earlier part of my career, I did leave. I went to Atlanta, went to ATL, and then I came back after the success. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And usually that's the formula for whatever reason. But everything we're doing now with this is like, we're not doing nothing by the book. We're not doing nothing that you can go back and find instructions for. You know, like, this is all like we like to say, winging it, bro. You know what I'm saying? But strategically. You know what I'm saying?
You can tell you guys are passionate about it, right? Because, and you can tell that you have a plan. You can tell that you have a goal in sight, because I've said 3 words this entire interview. You feel me? And I'm not talking crazy. I'm just saying it as far as like, y'all know what y'all want to do. You know what the message and what the movement and how y'all trying to put it out. And I think it's dope. I think it's really fire.
Appreciate that.
but we haven't even said the name of the record yet.
Right.
You know, it's called Bip City.
Come on. City.
Featuring E40.
Come on.
E40.
Fire.
Yes.
The concept, the visuals, everything behind it. My guy Schmeezin.
Come on.
Everything behind it is super dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So congratulations on this record.
Man,
I think obviously regionally it's a good record, but I think it's a record that can appeal to a lot of people.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And especially with the passion and the movement, the ideas and everything you guys got going into it. Yeah. It's gonna be huge,
man,
bro.
Reid, we've been talking about this for 2 years.
Yeah,
we've been talking about this since we started.
And I remember we text back in November
or
like October, something like that. Like, yo, I want you to come hear some of the stuff we're doing. It never happened because you know I got COVID.
Because it wasn't supposed to.
Yeah,
it didn't happen because it wasn't supposed
exactly.
to. Yeah. Who knows what would have changed, what would have transpired differently had you came and sat and listened to it then. You know what I mean? Because we sat with a lot of people. You know what I mean? Even too early, I think. We sat with labels. We sat with a lot of different individuals. And everybody who was hearing this music was just like, they were hearing it. First of all, they're hearing it when we think it's at its best.
Yeah.
Back then, we're like, this is the hottest thing we've ever done.
Yeah.
And they're listening to it. And what we had to realize was everyone knows us for making good music. Whether it's CRSB, whether it's me, like they know us for making good music. Yeah. But what they can't figure out is I don't see the vision. I don't have this vision of something I've never seen or heard before.
Yeah.
Like, how do I put that in? That sounds like too much work for me, you know? And for us, we had to get smart. I was like, you know what? It's all good. It's coming out regardless.
Yeah.
You know, and we'll show you what it is. But before that, it was still about, man, let me tap in with those people that I feel are a necessity here in this region. Period. You know what I'm saying?
Reid, you a tastemaker, bro.
Yeah, for real.
You a
tastemaker,
people.
Bro. And it's like tapping in with you was important because it's like, man, we want to make sure that the right people understand what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I think our whole situation as the Brodies, you feel me, is built around the resources that come with, you know, 2 is better than 1, 3 is better than 2, 4 is better than 3.
Collective thinking.
The collective thinking, like for us to say their resources, my resources, his resources, her resources, like, and now you start to think like when we come in and now people hearing it from you is different from hearing it from us.
Yeah.
It's something different when Sonny says, yo, this is the hottest record. Okay, maybe. But Big Reid say it, yeah, this record's hot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So again, just being strategic with how we winging it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're kind of it's not, and I guess winging it might be the wrong word. I think it's more of just like the faith that we have behind what we do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It doesn't seem like y'all winging it.
Yeah.
At all. Y'all got a plan. Y'all got a plan.
My boy.
It's God's plan. You feel
My boy.
me? It's God's plan. You feel me? That's really what it is. Like just letting things happen. Letting things happen and letting the chips fall how they fall. Like you say, man, when you get lemons, you know what I'm saying, you make lemonade. Or you can make a lemon meringue pie. I don't know. You can, you know what I'm saying? You figure it out. Exactly. You know?
You make a lemon meringue pie with lemons?
Yeah.
For real?
I do.
I'm not really chefing like that. I eat the wrong things. I don't know if you can tell.
Look. We do it all over here, baby. We do it all over here.
So like the record's out, music's out. I know there's more music.
Yeah.
In the vault for sure. I know y'all been cooking up a lot.
Oh yeah.
100.
What's the next step that you feel y'all have to make to continue to build this record the way you want to?
Man, we want this to be the next favorite genre for everybody. Yeah. You know, so we got to create the world. You know, we're 100 records deep, so it's just like to have that. Usually when someone
say that again, like because I think people skip over that, and I think people say that, right? People say that, like, I got 100 records. You know what I mean? Okay, you got 3, that's good.
Yeah.
You know, maybe 10.
Yeah, no, we hold all those records up to that standard.
It's 100 in the vault right now.
Oh,
so continue. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you.
Nah,
100
you good.
records.
They definitely got to hear it, man. 100 plus records.
100
so
plus, yeah.
To be able to deliver it in a way that's directed and very conscious of our direction. So with all the records coming out after this, it's really building that genre, man.
Yeah.
You know, we can't say that we're creating a genre and then not have music to fill it.
Yeah.
You know, so that was our whole purpose going into this, was like, okay, if this is the record that's going to open up this genre, we need to provide the people with music that fills it.
Continuous soundtrack of that.
So it's coming fast, it's coming hard, You know, like all these records are very, you know, we thought about the concepts, the visuals, the delivery, all the melodies, everything. We're sourcing all of it locally too. You know,
like everything. When you say, you can't say R&BAY and then go to LA to get it.
Exactly.
You can't say R&BAY and then pull in a bunch of New York writers.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You can't say R&BAY and go get all the Atlanta producers.
Come on.
You feel me? You can't even say R&BAY and go get the Miami filmmakers. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Like everything that we are doing, from the clothing we wear in these videos half the time to the sonic, the sound, the writing, the words. I mean, every bit of it is Bay Area. Yeah. Everybody attached to this situation is Bay Area. So because you're not going to be able to understand how in depth we plan to go or want to go with this, like how rich in the soil and history this is, if you're not from here. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to be coming in trying to write, you know what I'm saying? Again, talk about how food slaps. I don't know. Like, but regardless of it, like, we don't have no time to stop. Like, what you talking about, bruh? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so everything that is attached to this is rooted from here. It's from the soil. And that's why I always say, like, it's from the soil, for the soil, but it's to the world.
Yeah, man.
You know,
we got EPs coming out, we got albums coming out, you know, and it's all based around, you know, this R&BAY sound. Yeah. You know, we got R&BAY season 1, 2, 3, however long it goes. Yeah. You know, for us to and then we bring in other artists, you know, having artists that you've never heard on records like this. I mean, you know, personally, I haven't heard 40 on a record with a singer in a long time, you know, that sounds like this.
Really,
you know, with
over some chords.
Yeah, like you know, so it's just like, and maybe you know, I'm out of it, but you know, the way he went on Bip City was crazy. You know, he's really like speaking his, you know, like.
I mean, again, bro, he said he created a new. A whole new lingo on the record. I don't know if people understand, man. Kayaking through traffic.
Come on, man, you
literally have to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you from here, you know what that means. Kayaking. Somebody was just kayaking through traffic earlier while I was on the freeway. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's for him to come on it the way he did, man. Again, like, and that's why we had to start with this type of record. Gosh. Like, it was a lot of people that were supposed to be on this record. You know what I mean? It was a lot of people that were supposed to be on it, but we needed 40. We needed 40 on it, you know, because he's the ambassador.
That's Unc right there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's who we look up to. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people look up to the Jay-Z's and such, but we looking up to the 40. To a 40, you know what I'm saying? Like, the wine, the alcohol,
he's showing us how to do it, man. He always
like, have turf burrito.
Turf burrito.
Come on, man.
But I'm saying, what's dope about it though, 40 is not creating something like Goon with the Spoon and then going and create some outlandish type of gourmet.
Yeah, it's quality.
Food. No, it's I'm doing I'm gonna make stuff that we grew up on. You know what I'm saying? We grew up on them little heated up burritos.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on, them El Dorados.
Every family out here had that in the freezer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The little hot dogs. You know what I'm saying? He said chicken and waffles, bro. It was like monumental. Jacqueline and chicken and waffles. All the whole get down. Like a trendsetter in every way. And that's who we following. We looking at it like that. Like, so when you say like, yeah, you guys look like you have it figured out, it's like because the blueprint's been laid.
Come on,
you know
man.
What I'm saying? And all we doing is just soaking it up. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Facts.
Yeah.
And it feel good too. You know, it feel good to hear a record that sounds fun again. Yeah. You know, not talking about the excess violent shit. You know, it gets old after a while. You know, and I'm not gonna lie, I love my ignorant music. So you know what I mean. Like I thrive off of it. You know what I mean? Yeah. But you know, when creating, you know, I want somebody to feel something. You know, so that's really the whole focus is making people putting that feeling, putting that harmony back in the music.
Yeah.
So man, I appreciate y'all coming through.
Come on, Reid,
and sharing the story and the vision behind it.
Yeah,
man,
made my job super easy today. I had to say nothing, but nah, man, I'm looking forward to the music. Yeah. So we got Bip City out right now. I know that's the focus right now. That's the push. Yeah. But what's immediately following that? If you feel like sharing that today.
So we got a record called Pulling Up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if you think about, we talked about this in the car, man, and people will digest this stuff how they choose to, but you know, the way we do it, you know, we like to be intentional with everything that we do. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think, man, we done pulled up to the spot. You feel me? It was Bip City in here. These lames was in here. I had to come.
Bip.
You know what I'm saying? I had to snatch them up real quick, quick slip and slide.
Yeah.
You know, and it just so happened that I'm kind of feeling baby. You know what I mean? And she feeling me, of course. So, you know, now I'm pulling up on her. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And we doing what we do. And it's another fun record. It's very Bay driven. You know what I mean?
Man, it's a Bay Area love story for real.
You
know, like how do people from the soil, you know, love? You know, it's not you know, your movie love is kind of toxic. You know, it's a lot of toxicity.
It's the toxic you like.
Yeah, and that's what you kind of fall in love with. You know what I mean? Like the girl having that fear of, you know, pulling up, you know, with somebody that she don't know that she met off of, you know, this scenario, whatever. It's just like putting that into play, putting that in the forefront now.
Yeah,
you know, making everybody in the Bay Area not just talk about, you know, fantasy, you know, stuff. It's like, nah, we putting real scenarios in front of you. You know, like we done all been in the club, bruh, and a group of whoever, girls, whatever, they all end up coming here with somebody and then leaving to the next spot with somebody else. We didn't seen it left and right, bruh. But nobody talks about it, bruh. Exactly. So you didn't got your bib. That's why but see, that's the thing, bruh, is that like we'll have those conversations in the room, but no music. You know what I'm saying, kind of represents that story.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, we want to put that story out there. We want to have people, you know, be like, I didn't remember when I got my girl bibbed. You know, you know, and have that be a household, you know, name, household vocabulary. You know, because that's what it is for us. So, you know, the EP's coming out. We're going to be dropping R&BAY Season 1.
Well, Mob and Thick presents.
Oh, yeah, Mob and Thick presents,
which is R&BAY Season 1.
Which is also a very exciting thing to talk about. Yeah. We combined efforts and talents and genres and created a super group, but we'll get into that.
That's a talk for another time.
Yeah, man.
It's all the beats.
I know. Exactly.
But, you know, like you said, like, it's a story. The first EP is really a story. The whole album and everything as you get it, as we release these records, you know, and they will be coming fast.
Yeah.
You know, because again, when you have 100 records in the vault, I've been there before, having so many records, but being under a label and being under these restrictions where you can't move how you want to move. Where people are like, well, man, why you ain't putting no more music out? It's like, it's out of my hands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we came together with the intent to say, nah, man, we are in control of every bit of this. You know, so with 100 records in the vault, if we want to, tomorrow we might say we want to release 80 of them. I don't know. But that's what we do.
Yeah, man.
Maybe we wait. You know what I'm saying? It's really on our time. You know what I mean? And as and we've been consumers, so we understand how people want to hear music, how they want it, how they need it. But at the same time, it's like we're in a position now to serve you something that you've never had before.
Yeah.
So there's no rush. You know, there's no rush to get it all out to you. But at the same time, it's like once you get that taste, let me get 2 more of them. Let me get 3 more of them. You know what I mean? So Pulling Up is which is the next record that'll be coming out. It's like that. It's like, let me see if it's as good as I think it is. Yeah. And then you get it and you're like, damn.
Oh.
It's hella good. This is hella good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's still very Bay driven. Yeah. I'm on 80, doing 100, on my way to you. So put your heels on. Yeah. And girl, get ready. I'm pulling up on you. You feel me? Like, it's the melody of it, player, the vibe of it, the lyrics, like even the way we go into the verses and all that, like how we swing it, like it's so Bay Area from top to bottom. You know what I mean? And again, when you talk about creating a genre, we can't just do one record like that and then just leave it at that. Like we gotta make sure, like, this is where you come to get R&BAY.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Come to us to get R&BAY as we pass it out.
Yeah, and it's gonna grow. The genre is gonna keep growing. I mean, you know, like we're talking about mixing R&BAY, soul, hyphy, you know, all of these things. So we're gonna touch on all of it. You know, and that's what's exciting. Is Bip City is just a open door to to let the water in to flood this entire.
Bip City was number 30. I counted.
You're right.
That was the 30th record.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, you can't come here no more and just snatch stuff and snatch it and then dip out.
Exactly.
You gotta come holler at us.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For sure.
Look, man, like I said, I appreciate y'all time.
Man, Reid, thank you,
pulling
bro.
up on me.
Yeah.
Let the people know where they can follow you at online, all that kind of good stuff. Details.
Oh, well, you know, it's Sonny B right here, Sonny B Burning. You know, we are CRSB. Man, dude, go get that Bip City featuring E40. We had a blast making it. We got a million more other records coming out behind it. So, you know, yeah.
And you know what's going on, man. It's your favorite R&BAY singer, Adrian Marcel. You can find me Instagram, Adrian Marcel. You go to Google and it's this search bar that you can find, and you just type in Adrian Marcel.
Right there.
And at that point, like, it all comes. And I think at this point, all you got to do is type in Bip City.
Yeah.
So, and at that point, we'll definitely pop up.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Come on.
Let's go.